Hey, I'm Scott, and I'm an American in Bangkok. Today I spoke with Police Colonel Worawat Amonwiwat, the Deputy Commander of the Investigation Division of Immigration. He is the person who knows all the rules and regulations like the back of his hand, and he is who people come to when they need to know what the law is and how it needs to be applied. I spoke to him for about 20 minutes, and there are a few things that I wanted to talk to him about. One is the standardization at the checkpoints and how that's going. And next week, early next week, immigration is going to have a meeting to make certain that the law is implemented and applied fairly, and the immigration department is going to make certain that all the different heads of the checkpoints know exactly what the intention is of these laws. So in other words, they're going to have to understand them inside and out so that they can apply them fairly. They want to make sure that they are applied fairly, and that is something that like I said before, I think it's a positive step. Just trying to have standards is a positive step. And also, what he said was what the colonel said was that he wants people to know that Thailand welcomes foreigners, but they do have to have standards, and they're trying to apply them evenly across the board, so that everyone has the same standard and that these requirements are met. They don't want people just coming in and staying as long as they want, doing whatever they can and skirting the law, and that's the whole intention of this reapplication of the laws, if you will. Now, one thing that I did want to be sure of was the overstay. If someone is arrested and if they are 1 day overstayed, is that a mistake? Is it over 90 days, 90 days and over, or is it actually 1 day? And it is 1 day. If you are 1 day overstayed and you are arrested, you will receive a 5-year ban. If you voluntarily turn yourself in, anything under 89 days and under, there is basically there's just a fine that is 500 baht a day up to 20,000 baht. 90 days and over is a year, just like has been spoken about in the public. Nothing's changed. Now, one thing that people are worried about is this having to carry around your ID and what is the penalty for not doing so. Now, what I was told was that there is a 2,000 baht fine, not 20,000, 2,000, and it is acceptable to have a copy of your passport. However, you need to make sure that there is someone that can bring you your passport if there is some kind of a problem and the police asked to see your passport. Now, what the colonel also said was that people are not going to be checked by the police for absolutely no reason. People are generally not going to have police officers walking up and saying, do you have your passport? I need to see your passport. That's not going to happen. If, for example, and this was my example that he agreed with, if you get into some kind of a trouble, like you get into a fight in a bar, you have some discrepancy with your hotel or something like that, and wherever you are, maybe you run into the police and they want to talk to you about your problem, and they say, we need your passport. If you don't have the passport, then they're going to ask you for the passport. All right, I lost myself there for a second, but that's a reason. You need to there needs to be a reason for them to check you for your passport. They are not generally going to walk up to people on the street and say, Do you have the papers? That's not going to happen. So chill out, relax a little bit, and understand that things are not always as bad as they seem. There's a lot of people online and that have written me that are just freaking out about this, and they're saying, oh, nobody wants us to come here anymore and all that kind of stuff. On the contrary, I think there are some bad apples that have made it to where the laws need to be applied a little more strictly. And, you know, that's just the way it goes. So I'm still waiting on some information regarding the education visa. I want to find out exactly what the new requirements are. One other thing I want to say, because someone actually wrote me and said, oh, now when you go across the border by land, you only get 15 days. Well, any of the G7 countries, they get 30 days when they come by land. They don't get 15. The rest of the countries get 15 days. Malaysians coming from Malaysia into Thailand get 30 days. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, that's all I got. Just a quick update. That's all I got for now. Until next time, I'm Scott. I'm an American in Bangkok. Chok di la jerken mai.